I now invite our esteemed guest of honor, His Excellency Shri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, Honorable Governor of the State of Goa, to kindly deliver his address.
Professor Biswajeet Pattanayak ji, Professor Kalyan Shankar Ray ji, Professor Ranjan Kumar Bal ji, trustees and board members of this university, registered deans and faculty members, staff, dear graduating students and their parents. I am extremely happy to attend this convocation program. On this joyous occasion of the third convocation of ASBM University, I am extremely happy to be present amidst all of you and especially privileged to have shared the dais with the august presence of Sri Ramnath Govindji, former President of India. At the outset, let me express my deep gratitude to this esteemed institution for having conferred upon me the honorary doctorate. I am congratulating Dr. Gobinath also, since he also is honored by giving a doctorate. I am truly and deeply honored and humbled by this huge gesture. The ASBM University is the fulfillment of a great dream that was nursed by Professor Biswajeet Pattanayak. Its establishment in 2006 and rapid growth to a world-class institution today is a testimony to his extraordinary vision and foresight and deep and unwavering commitment to the field of education. It is indeed a commendable achievement. Professor Biswajeet is a management guru in the true sense of the term. Today is a moment of celebration for all those graduates, postgraduates who are passing out from here with flying colors. My heartiest congratulations to each one of you for your accomplishment. We must always remember that success can never be achieved alone. It is all about the teamwork and the result of the sweat, toil and sacrifice of several others, known and unknown. I would therefore like to convey my warm compliments to all the faculty members, family members, friends and other loved ones who have contributed to the success of reaching the milestone in your journey. They all share this moment of pride with you. Some of you must have already received campus placements while others will be looking out for suitable jobs or seeking avenues of entrepreneurship or self-employment. In whatever you may do, I am sure that the competence and values that you have acquired in this institution will stand you in good stead. I am reminded of the words of the famous American industrialist Henry Ford, who once said that college and university degrees mean nothing to him until he is able to see what the holder is able to do with them. I would like to say one aspect. In our country, there is a revolutionary change is going on regarding the educational field, NEP, new education policy, effectively implementing in our country. Of course, we can say with pride that our country is moving far, far front of the educational field in the world, and that is why our education system will develop day by day. In G20, our Honorable Prime Minister, he declared one slogan from our history, our tradition. That shows after the 10 months, we look into the world as a whole, universe as a whole, we will be able to see that our country is now getting more and more acceptance in every field. I am not going to the details. One earth, one family, and one future is a slogan reproduced by our Prime Minister we all know in Indonesia, when the conference bestowed its presidentship to India at the first instance. Then I would like to say, regarding our education system also, we will be, according to my personal view, not as a governor or official, we will give more and more importance to our mother tongue as well. Today, in one of the most important English newspapers in India, there is an article which shows that, which give us proper information regarding the education system in the world as a whole. UN, in its special report, stated that 40% of the mother tongue languages in the world is disappearing. Out of the 7,000 languages, more than 40% disappeared from the world during the last 100 years. I am not going to the reason. The reason is connected with the history and the British rule in India as well. So I am not going to criticize anything on this special occasion, because everybody is in a happy mood. So historical discussion and other things are not wanted for the time being. But I would like to say one thing, you can ascertain from history. When in Great Britain, first public school was established, you see, only in the 19th century starting. So their maximum education, in that prior to that, there was a education system based on religion and other things. English was not at all a language there. Latin and French were the language there. But when they started their first public school, subject to correction, I am saying it is in 1811, I think so. Then you see, at that time, in India, altogether 7.5 lakh villages were there. I am referring to not only India, Bangladesh and Pakistan, undivided India. 7.5 lakh education, preliminary education, Gurukula and other things were there. In each village, that system was there. Today I had occasion to refresh my memory, and I can say, while I visited Konark first time today morning, I can proudly say what was the tradition of our country. So education system, I am speaking in English. I am not against any language. So nothing wrong to study English and convey our ideas. What is the purpose of the language? Language, convey ideas. For conveying ideas, even illiterate people, they can also convey ideas. Even deaf people, they can convey ideas. The purpose of the language is to convey ideas, and along with the same, our education's purpose is, that is that Sanskrit slogan and its English meaning put forward the starting of this function. I am requesting all of you should study about it. But unfortunately, in 1858, first educational policy introduced by Britain, Macaulay introduced it, and if you go through that document, anybody is sagacious or anybody is inquisitive in nature, look into that. It is stated that India was a big zero. 7 headings were given by Macaulay. In all those language, culture, scientific education, all those things, 7 items were stated, and that no contribution to the world, and India was a country of a big zero. That was the first document as far as our present education is concerned. I am stating all these things, your new generations. Our basic thing in the constitution itself, why we have introduced India, that is Bharat, by our forefathers in the Constituent Assembly. India was an ancient name, Bharat was an ancient name, then both were used because we are believing, our country is believing, most modern innovations in the world, we are prepared. Ano Bhadra Kardavo Yanda Vishwandaga. Let noble thoughts come from everywhere. We are prepared to receive it. There was no hate against anybody. That is why all the 12 religions known to the world, our Bharat received all of them, given them opportunity, allowed them to grow, and that is why our tradition of Naya Bharat, our Naya Bharat and our Bharat and India, both the meaning are same, but at the same time, we want to go through our tradition also. I am quoting only one thing before you. G20 inaugurated from Bali. Bali, where it is Bali? It's in Indonesia. Another important nagar in Indonesia is known as Padaliputra. You see, our Air India is there in our country. Now it is Tata or some private agencies handling. In India's official airline's name, once upon a time, Indian Airlines, and a pioneer person is here. So others' name is Air India. But what is the official name of Indonesia's airline? Am I correct? Garuda Airlines. What is the 5 banks are there in Indonesia officially? One's name I would like to say Kubera Bank. What is the name of the people also? Sukarno, Suharto, Sukarno Putri, etc., etc. And about 10 years back, I had written a book also on that aspect. In one of my books, I referred that aspect. Ganesha picture was there in the currency of Indonesia. But 92% of the people of Indonesia are believing in one God. They are not prepared to accept a second God. That is Almighty Allah according to them. The largest Muslim country in the world, religious country in the world, you see, that is Indonesia. But what is their culture? What is their tradition? Can we see anywhere except Indonesia, anywhere government is celebrating Ramayana Mela? I am stating all these things before you people, you students. You come up more and more study about our culture, tradition, everything there. Today, Konark, I wondered. I'm not explaining anything and taking your time. You are all from this area. Konark, wonderful thing. How was it possible about 800 years back? Is it not science there? Most modern scientific aspects are hidden there. So I am requesting all of you should understand what is the meaning of education in our country. Swami Vivekananda stated that his definition, still I am remembering. Education is the manifestation of perfection within a human being, and that eliciting process should be done. That is why we want good engineers, excellent doctors, good lawyers, good business science student. It is called in some states a science.
Yes, sir.
Economics is also now a science in various countries. So, concept of science is also differing from day by day. Under such circumstance, I would like to request all of you, open your heart, receive everything from the world. And our country is on the path of attaining the goal of Vishwaguru, and in that process we can contribute. And this opportunity, of course, I talked about our new education policy, NEP. Our Biswajeet Pattanayak ji told me that implementation of that change in the country, this institution is doing the maximum according to my good friend, and I am congratulating you. This convocation, of course, your commitment, you are becoming, I think, curriculum, I don't know much about that, but I can say hereafter you are considered as professionals. What is the difference between a professional and an employed person? Once Supreme Court has considered this aspect. Nani Palkawala argued, and I am still remembering from the judgment. In employment, of course, we are doing job, getting salary, making our livelihood. But at the same time, you see, if you are a professional, if you are a doctor, you are a lawyer, you are an engineer, you are a scientist, then giving the label of this professional. Three important aspects are there. One is innovative nature should be there. Every professional should try his level best for with an innovative mind, approach everything and show the results. Secondly, every professional should maintain a standard. Then thirdly, hard work. These are the three important things specifically stipulated for the category of professionals, and I am requesting you to follow this. And finally, I am concluding my speech. Our Prime Minister, 1 month back, a students' conference, interaction with the students was conducted in Delhi. In the wind-up valedictory speech, our Prime Minister told them, I am giving you 3 mantras. First mantra delivered by our Prime Minister was work hard. Second mantra given to the students, work hard. Third mantra also, work hard. And I am requesting all of you accept and put the mantra given by our Prime Minister, and let us hope you will all come up, and sky is the limit, and now sky is not the limit, our moon is the limit now, and sun also we are going our country, so our limit is not limited to sky alone, and go up to whatever you can acquire, and your limit may go like that. I am praying for that, complimenting all of you, congratulating all of you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.